very bottom. What's really cool, if you look at the source of this, all it does is there's the code in the background that goes and touches your web config. Basically, it just adds a line break, removes it, saves it, and it resets your application. It's very smart. So that's all it does. So when you click on that, that'll refresh all your cache on your website. All right, so that's important to know, because if you have some things like you change the module setting and you're like, especially if you're doing things database level, if you change something like in your module settings, it's not going to show up in the cache until the cache is refreshed. And depending on how you have it set up, who knows when that's going to happen. All right? So the real quick way is to restart the application. Right. Skin upload permissions. I'll go through it real quick since we just have a minute. That's also in the host settings page. The reason I say I'll still go through this is a moot point when we get to .NET 5. You will not be able to do this anymore there. But in the other settings down here, we have skin upload permissions. By default, it's set to host only. Right now, you can change it to portal, so an admin can upload their own skins for their site. That's not going to be true anymore as of .NET 5. Reason being security problem. The problem is with the skin, if the admin doesn't know how to look through a skin and look for server code, because a skin can be a user control. If they don't look through the server control and make sure that it's not going to execute anything heinous, then it's going to upload, and whoever designed that skin has control of that site or that server or whatever. So, that being said, when .NET 5, this is not going to be available for you anymore, but there will probably be plenty of third-party modules that come out to get around it for you. But here's where you change it right now. So you switch it to portal, and admins can upload skins. Yes, sir.
So in 5, does that take away the selection box when you choose a skin or container, whether it's a portal skin or a...
I don't believe so. I think it's still there. I'd have to look real quick, but I think it's still there.
Everything would now be a portal skin. It would be a host skin.
Well, not necessarily, no, because you would still have the selection, because you still would upload it to either the current portal or the entire host environment.
Okay, so the admin gets to choose whether it's...
Exactly. Well, if you upload it under the admin menu.
Okay.
All right, because there's still some skins that you might not want to have to be available to all sites, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other questions on that? You know what's crazy about that? That's my favorite song. I'm not kidding. All right, so that's performance settings we already did. Installing modules and skins. We already installed a module earlier, but it is as easy as just uploading it. I just want to... Global labels. Okay, this is the last thing I want to go through so we can get finished up here. Changing global labels. Something I don't like about the default installation of DotNetNuke is if we click login, we have a value here that says user space name. To me, I think that should say username, no space. Right? So that's something I changed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log in as a host. Oops. Oh. Maybe I'll get that password wrong. All right. And under the admin menu, I'm going to go to the languages page. All right. There are lots of things that you can change to make your site a lot more usable in the localization files here. I'm going to go to the language editor down here to edit the localization file. Excuse me. Now, the language editor uses a regex file in the background, a resources file, and so this process can sometimes be a little bit intensive, so the page loads can sometimes be slow. But if I go under the global resources, which I'm already on, I'm going to find user name. Oops, not add as favorite. Find user name. That's not it. Oh, I'm the wrong one. So I think it's in shared. So the page is going to load. It'll take just a moment. Because and the big reason is not just because that's a file in the file system, but these files are huge.
Is there a way to copy this from instance?
Yeah, low battery.
Oh, absolutely. You just change it.
Doing a...
Oh, crap. All right. This will be quick. Yeah, you can copy the language files over. They're fully changeable that way.
So basically, if you tweak one up, you
copy that. So here it is before my power goes out. User, name. See that? I just changed that there. There's no space. Now I'm going to go ahead and update. Let's take a moment. Close you. Same power. Because this is a big old file system, or file in the file system, so once again, this takes a moment. All right, now it's saved. Unfortunately, it doesn't take us anywhere to give us that idea, but I watched the taskbar, hit finish. So now I'm logging out. Didn't get to caption. Sorry, guys. I'm logging out. Yeah, I know. You can do it. There's still enough juice to log out, I swear. Oh well. That's not going to happen, but you would have seen that the label above the login text box, instead of user space name, it was going to say username. But there's a lot of other things in there you can change. You can change the format and the content of the emails that get sent to new users. Error messages, the generic error messages that get sent out to people to be more readable and user-friendly. There's a ton of things that you can change to make your website more usable. So I highly suggest going through there and just changing everything that makes sense to your needs. Alright, so that's basically it. Now, next up is standard module development. If you have any interest in all in module development, I really highly suggest sticking around for this session. So thank you. And now,